The beginning will not have audio. It will kick in momentarily. We're going to attempt to box him in. At this point, you'll see he was able to evade the officers.
You stop in. Back up, right side. 2 minutes take off. West off 8, and Southfield.
Clearing traffic for Mary.
Still westbound. Coming up to Greenfield. Speeds up 100. No traffic. No weather. Still westbound, coming up to Evergreen, speeds of 120, clear weather, clear traffic. Through Evergreen, speeds of 80, clear weather, clear traffic.
You won't be able to see the impact of the collision due to the officers decreasing their speed, but you will see the plume. He just terminated. He slowed his car down. He heard the collision. Life is EMS.
Southbound is going to be at Gray River.
Still in the vehicle?
He's going on foot.
Number on foot, southbound of River.
280, he's fleeing southbound. It's going to be at Gray River.
Still in the vehicle?
He's fleeing on foot.
Number on foot, southbound of River. 32 for description, we have it.
630, we want to talk to you right now.
Okay, do you want to have to?
630, his 40 is on your line, Detroit. They took out a vehicle. That video will check it out soon again.
They're getting ready to pull up with you.
Again, despite his actions,
I'm Deputy Chief Aaron Hughley. I oversee the Investigations Division and serve as the agency's Public Information Officer. Standing here with me today is Southfield Chief of Police, Elvin V. Barron, Deputy Chief Jeffrey Jagowski, who oversees our Patrol Division, and Detective Lieutenant Mustafa Beasley. Today, Chief Barron will update the public regarding a police pursuit. The incident occurred on Friday, October 31st, 2025 at approximately 3:33 a.m. It involved a 19-year-old driver of a stolen vehicle who fled from Southfield officers and ultimately crashed in the city of Detroit. I ask that you please hold all of your questions until the conclusion of the press briefing and turn off or mute any cell phones or other electronic devices. A press packet is available on the back table, which includes a USB drive of all files presented here today. Also, for record-keeping purposes, we ask that you complete our media sign-in sheet. And without any further delay, Chief Barron.
thank you, Deputy Chief. And as always, thank the media for your patience. I know you all were calling on Friday for an update it was important for us to conduct a thorough investigation. Anytime there's a vehicular pursuit involving Southfield officers, we need to take the time to review body cam video, also dash cam video, just to ensure that our policies and our procedures were followed. And I will tell you, in this case, our policies and procedures were followed by Southfield police officers. I do want to start off by acknowledging the victim, individual who was struck by the fleeing suspect. The victim is still listed in critical condition, mainly because of some fractures that he suffered during the impact of the collision. I also want to thank the Detroit Police Department, particularly their fatal squad. Anytime there's a vehicular pursuit ending in a crash, DPD primarily sends their fatal squad to conduct the investigation, and so we're thankful for that. And also the Detroit Fire Department, who responded as well and was able to transport the victim to a local hospital for treatment. One thing I want to continue to point out, in Southeast Michigan, we continue to have a problem with individuals stealing cars and car parts, and certainly Southfield Police Department, as we partner with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office and other surrounding agencies, we're going to continue to combat these issues and bring these suspects into custody. On Friday, October 31st, at approximately 3:30 a.m., Southfield officers were on patrol in the area of 8 Mile and Northland Drive when they observed a 2021 orange Dodge Challenger with black racing stripes. The Dodge Challenger was reported stolen 30 minutes prior from Henry's Ford Hospital, the Southfield location, which is located at 16001 9 Mile Road. Southfield officers observed the stolen Challenger and attempted to initiate a traffic stop at westbound 8 Mile and Southfield Freeway. The stolen Challenger came to a partial stop and immediately accelerated at a high rate of speed away from our officers who were attempting to box him in. The suspect driver disregarded traffic control devices and failed to stop for officers who were in fully marked police vehicles equipped with audible lights and sirens. The driver, who we identified as 19-year-old Khalid Neal, resident of Warren, was wearing a dark-colored jacket with the hood pulled over his head. Neal was the lone occupant inside of the stolen Challenger. Neal continued to flee from Southfield officers at speeds greater than 100 miles per hour. Southfield officers pursued Neal into the city of Detroit, southbound on Lahser Road from 8 Mile. The pursuit was terminated at approximately 3:36 a.m. Southfield officers immediately turned off their emergency lights and sirens and decreased their speeds, and you'll see that in the video. However, the suspect continued fleeing. The suspect disregarded a red signal at Lahser and Grand River in the city of Detroit and struck a 2010 Toyota Corolla that was being driven by our victim. Southfield officers reactivated their emergency lights and sirens, responded to the accident scene, and observed the suspect fleeing on foot from the stolen Dodge Challenger. The suspect was apprehended shortly thereafter by Southfield police officers. The victim, who was identified as a 25-year-old male resident of Detroit, was transported to an area hospital due to the injuries sustained in this crash. And again, our thoughts and prayers do continue with our victim and his family. So you ask, well, why was this suspect fleeing from Southfield officers? One, obviously, in a stolen vehicle. The second, we discovered that he had a stolen Glock pistol with an extended magazine inside of the vehicle. And also, he had a Pro Pad, which is used by car thieves to start up some of these newer model vehicles. The Glock was reported stolen out of the city of Detroit sometime last year, according to the registered owner of the handgun. When you look at the suspect's history, there's no documented history. However, due to this investigation, then multiple police agencies have reached out because he's also a person of interest in crimes committed in their cities. And again, this is multiple agencies in Southeast Michigan. And I also want to point out, when we have vehicular pursuits, whether they're terminated or not, the responsibility, who's the responsible? So the sole responsibility of this pursuit ending in an accident is the suspect driver. Our police officers acted according to our policies, our procedures, And again, you will see that play out in the vehicle. What I'm very fortunate is that we were able to apprehend the suspect immediately following the collision. That way, the victim and the victim's family will get the justice that they need and have somebody to be held accountable for his actions. So as a result of this investigation and collaboration with the Detroit Police Department, he will be receiving charges in 2 separate counties. There'll be charges coming from Wayne County and also Oakland County. I'll start with the Wayne County charges first. So the Wayne County prosecutor has charged Khalid Neal with count 1, fleeing, 2nd degree. Count 2, driving causing serious impairment of a body function. Count 3, failure to stop at the scene of an accident resulting in serious impairment or death. Count 4, stolen property, receiving and concealing motor vehicle. He received a $50,000 cash bond. His next court date in Wayne County will be November 4th at 9 a.m. Oakland County. The Oakland County prosecutor has authorized charges. We'll have him arraigned tomorrow morning. So we are announcing the pending charges from Oakland County, and that will be count 1, fleeing and eluding, 2nd degree. Count 2, felony firearm. Count 3, unlawful driving away of a motor automobile. Count 4, felony firearm. Count 5, burglary tools, possession with intent to steal a motor vehicle. And count 6, carrying a concealed weapon.